Hey guys, this is ACEEE06, and as you all probably know, past week or so, there has been a devastating fire that has engulfed the Gatlinburg, Tennessee area. And it's left lots of smoke in the area, it's burnt thousands of buildings down. It's displaced the number of people. It's a horrible thing. And I was planning to make this video really quite a few days ago, and I was a bit busy and haven't gotten around to it until now, and it may be a good thing because I just found something out very disgusting. Apparently this fire was not an accident. It had nothing to do with weather or any such thing, but the ugly A word, the dreadful A word, arson. Now hearing that 2 teenagers have been arrested and that they were pretty much the result in the reason this fire has happened, and that so many people have lost their homes and other things, other businesses and stuff. I know in the elevator community there's a bunch of, quite a few users have been in that area. And I know it's a nice area, got nice mountains and stuff, but recently things haven't looked nice thanks to what these 2 criminal thugs have done. And I even heard that a tall hotel caught on fire. I think I know which hotel that is, but the point is, it got lots of hotels, resorts, businesses. That economy has been hurt big time. In fact, it was only, I think, yesterday or Monday actually that it even reopened for business as far as it could. It's been very crippled by this scenario. I mean, it's no fault to anyone's except for these 2 teenage thugs. Business has been hit hard. People don't want to be where there's a lot of fire or smoke, much less both. And of course, with the fires, as I mentioned, lots of buildings burnt down, in other places endangered of having the same thing happen to them. It's just very, very heartbreaking to hear about this. Usually, and this is not to rub it in anybody's face, because when anybody has this issue, it's an awful thing. Usually when I hear about it, it's in the western United States. And I mean, it's still awful when it happens anywhere. It's because there's not as much rain in various places. Again, it sucks when this happens, period. But when it happens anywhere due to arson, that is just absolutely I'm looking for the right word, but absolutely evil, cruel, nasty, piece of shit thugs. I mean, this town, I'm sure they're going to try their best to recover, and I believe they will, though it may take some time. It may take at least 2 years or so. A lot of places have to be rebuilt. All this fire damage. First of all, I'm pretty sure the fires still have a ways to be before they're even put out altogether. These are just, yeah. I mean, this is nothing to take lightly. I know it's crazy I waded this deep into the video to say this, but 14 people have lost their lives. That means these 2, even if it was just one person, these 2 essentially did an act of murder. Okay, it wasn't on purpose, so it's second-degree murder, but they literally have 14 acts of second-degree murder, and this is just and I mean this is already, again, even if what I'm about to say is not the case, it's still disgusting. But I'm wondering if, I know they're only teenagers, but could they be terrorists? I don't know if there's any point in me saying, to some extent I gotta say I hope not, just because if there's a couple of these, there could be a bunch of them. So for that reason only, I'm saying I hope not. But whether they're terrorists or not, the fact that they have resulted in 14 people losing their lives, and they have pretty much crippled the Gatlinburg, Tennessee area. This is just, these two need to, since they're teenagers, I don't know if they're 18 or 19, I haven't checked that up yet, or if they're under 18, but they really, you gotta feel like they gotta get life in prison, because, people have lost their lives. This is not a joke. People have lost their lives. Now, if they happen to be terrorists, then obviously they should be given the death penalty, but I don't know for sure what they are. It's just there have now been, there have been 2,400 buildings, either homes or businesses, a combination of the two, that have been destroyed. And this is just a low-life, cowardly thing. These people, I know this might be far-fetched, and I know you're gonna say they're only teenagers. These people belong in hell. That may come out a bit hard, but remember, 14 people died. Other stuff can be replaced, but the lives lost cannot. Again, this is from the lives lost to the crippled economy due to no fault of anyone else's other than those two. Assuming there's no other people involved. As far as I know, it's 2 people. This has gotta... These people need to be punished appropriately, and if that means life in prison, then that's what it should be. They should not be getting any short sentence or any free pass, or even if they're under 18, no excuse. What they did was deadly. What they did was very, very devastating. As far as I go, the next thing below life in prison is probably something like a 25, 30, 35-year life sentence, where it's not officially life in prison, but a very long time. But even that, remember, 14 people's lives were lost because of this, and that can't be undone. So even if these people are put in prison, even for a long time, but not for life, it's still not enough. They should be given prison for life, or if they're terrorists, the death penalty. This is just an absolutely appalling act. For those of you who live in or near the Gatlinburg area, my thoughts are with you guys. That is just, no one deserves to go through this. At least no one who has a heart does. Not counting the criminals and terrorists of the world, but no normal person deserves to go through this. Or innocent animals, for that matter. This is just... That's what I know. I've seen the videos, like, of the Space Needle. I know there's the Space Needle in Seattle, but Gatlinburg having its own Space Needle, Candy Card and TJ Elevator fan going there and going to other various places. As far as I know, it's a nice community. It's a nice looking area when no shit like this is being pulled. And again, all those, my heart prayers are with a lot of you guys, especially those who have either lost someone they know, friend or family member, or they have somebody or somebody's gotten hurt because of this, because like of all the smoke inhalation. It's just it's a pitiful thing. I mean, these criminals need to be cut down on. Showing, hopefully, I mean, I know there's a lot of controversy with the recent election. Hopefully that's one other thing that I know a lot of people, they don't trust Trump for various reasons. I'm not in here to discuss that. But whether you like him, hate him, or anywhere in between, hope that he can make everybody happy and cut down on this criminal act, and certainly not have any more shit like this happening. I mean, I know there's a lot of talk about gun control. I kind of think of it as there needs to be criminal control in addition to the gun control. So, because guns, I mean, that's a start to where keep them out of criminals' hands, but there are other weapons that can be used. So, cutting down on criminals and making sure the penalties are harsh, and that's why these two should not be able to should never be on the streets again. Even if they're not terrorists, they should get life in prison. Not 25 or anything, 30, 35, anything short of life in prison is too short. Again, they've killed 14 innocent people, and who knows if that number will stay there or if it's going to end up getting higher. But the justice has to be done the best way it can. These people can't be brought back. The next best thing is that these who caused this have to pay. I'm going to leave some links towards various stories of the fire. I know you guys all know about it, but certainly of the recent news, they have to pay.